finished the first question, and for the first question, I thought that I need to understand the output before anything else. Because looking at the output in the previous problem, I didn't really understand what was really going on, what I supposed to render. The next one was long pauses. During the long pause, there was two things I was trying to do. The one was to debug it, and the other one was just to understand what was happening. So during these long pauses, what I could have done better was to ask questions out loud. And then another thing that I saw was when I was trying to debug, there were some things that I was doing again, or basically typing the same thing but in different formats. So whenever I did debug, it looks like it was redundant. So I need to work in that as well. So right now I'm going to go ahead and attempt the second one. Hold on just a second. Gotta go to just load up the second one. Give it a moment. It's just loading. Nice. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm just gonna go ahead and just take a read. Prepare yourself. Just read that book, video, audio, several. Finish, finish, but do not upload when you're. Okay, go ahead and take this. Come over here, paste it, see what it says. Copy this. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and just flip the timer.
Solve the problem.
Set the timer. It's starting. Let's get to solving. So flip every chunk of any character in a string where n is any positive integer than greater than 1. Where n is any positive integer greater than 1. Note that this is intentionally very similar to the previous problem. Please focus on getting the work solution with the tools you know well. Practice the interactive collaborative style and describing the document. For input 5. So short breaking the example down into pieces. So let me try to flip every nth character, input 5. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch the so RT. Oh, okay, so that looked like it's just so sure. Okay. Flip every 5 characters, every n character. So let's see. So every every 5 characters, every every 5 characters, 5 characters. Looks like it's just flipping them. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every 5 characters, we will reverse the characters. We will reverse the characters. We will reverse the characters. Okay. So Okay, so this is very similar to QuickTime died again. Press run. So this one we can put this as var expected equals that. So get rid of this. Just copying this out. Okay. So it'll be something similar to the last time. So first we need to split the characters. Um, split the characters. Split the string by this. Split this, and then oops. So you split the strings, and then what we're gonna do is that for each index divided by 5 equal 0. We are going to reverse. We're going to splice out the index. Splice out the index. Splice out the index. So let's see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna splice it out. Splice out index 5, 5 characters, and then alright, so we need to splice it out. So splice out the characters, and then the ones that we do cut out, we need to reverse it, and then put it into and then this one should be 5 characters. And then we need to, let's see, splice, add in the reverse content, and then reverse it. Then for the last input, so we need to return the input array jive. Okay, once again it died, so start up the timer again. Alright, and that should do it. Let's go ahead and put in that. So what I want to do now is create the function. So function flip array and char characters input index, and then let's go ahead and start. So first we need to go ahead and split it. So var input array equal to input split by that. So that should give us a array with all the elements split into individual arrays. And then we're gonna go ahead and just split the array. Okay, so let's go if okay, so for each and So for the nth place, so input array dot for each function index, get that in. So if index divided by nth equals 0, then we're gonna go ahead and so if the index is modulo by 5 equals 0, then that's the number of places that we want to get. So afterwards, we're just gonna go ahead and write out. So a var a equal to element. So let's say input array index b, var b equal to input array index plus 1, var c equal to input array index plus 2. Okay, and then let's go ahead and just copy this, and then var d equal this plus 3, var e is equal to input array index plus 4. Okay, that should give us 5 elements. So then if that is true, we want to do X amount. We will want to do the code after this, but first we gotta make sure that none of it is undefined. So if let's say, so we input array index equal and define for index array. Timer has died. Again, start the clock. So then that one is equal to n equal to undefined, or last one equal to fine. So it's 0, 3, 1, 2. Oh, that's 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if that is to return input array. Okay, and then now we're gonna go ahead and splice it. So then we put input array dot splice index 5 characters. Then we go E D C B A, right? Okay, so that one is starting at the 5th index to the 9th, I guess. But before that, we need to make sure that 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 we need to get to. Oh, actually, let's put this one back first. Okay, and then put return input array dot join. Okay. So if the array is 5, we need to flip the end from 0 to that index position. So that index position, so for example, the output is 5, we need to get everything from 0 to 4. So for that bit, we need to write down another code, whereas if index, okay. So for this particular one, let's just write down the, and so from 0 to the one before m, so that's from 0 to 4. We need to go ahead and, so for that every, okay, let's just go ahead and just copy this out, paste it down here, and then need to write an assert function. The function assert equal to actual expected test name. Create that. So if actual equal expected, then we're gonna go ahead and console log log pass that plus the test name plus that, and that will be it. And else, then we're gonna write the fail statement. So console log fail test name that expected that but got actual. And see what we got. Input array is not defined. Which one? Okay. So the input, oh, input array info, where, oh, here it is. Index, okay. Nice. Oh, so it looks like it got. So now we're gonna go ahead and console log. So function console log. Oops. So console log assert equal output expected test name. Oop. Output flip string should match. Nice, it matched, and still have 1 minute left. That should be it. Thank you very much.